get that feeling when you just know a player is different? Not because people are shouting about him, not because a clip went viral, but because of what you see. The calm touch, the bravery to try things, that spark you cannot fake. That is Shea Lacey, 18 years old. Born April 14th, 2007, in Liverpool to a family of Liverpool supporters, Shea Lacey bucked the trend as a lifelong United die-hard. Imagine rocking a Scouse accent while idolising Old Trafford legends. And now that childhood dream is starting to look very real. On the 4th of November 2025, he scored for Manchester United's under-21s in the EFL Trophy against Notts County. The move started with Chido Obi sliding him through on the right. 2 quick touches, calm as you like, then a precise strike at the near post. It was pure composure. The kind of goal that makes you stop and think, yeah, this kid has something. What makes Shea Lacey interesting is that he is not noisy. He is not chasing clips. He lets the football speak, and lately, people at Carrington have been listening. Some inside the club say he is starting to catch Ruben Amorim's eye in senior sessions. That is not easy for an 18-year-old in a squad full of established names. So here is the question. Could this lad actually change something at Manchester United? Could the next big story at Old Trafford start with a Scouser who chose United? Stay with me. We are going to look at where he came from, what kind of player he really is, and why some people inside the club think his debut is closer than people realise. And if you still believe in United's academy, hit like, it really helps. Shea Lacey's story does not start at Carrington. It starts in Liverpool, where football is everywhere and loyalty is split down the middle. In that kind of city, supporting Manchester United is not normal. It takes a bit of courage. But from the time he was small, he was running around in United gear. His dad saw something in him early and chose development over comfort. One brother went the Liverpool route. Shea went to United. That choice set the tone. United pushed him quickly. At 15, he was already playing for the under-18s. He was captaining age groups, making good decisions on the ball, never panicking. Coaches noticed how mature he was for his age. There is a moment people still talk about from his youth games. Against Blackburn, he drifted inside, took 2 players out with 1 body movement, then slipped a perfect pass through. No rush, no nerves, just control. That was when some United coaches realised this was not just another talented academy winger, but it was not all smooth. In late 2023, Shea suffered a serious torn thigh muscle that kept him out for almost 6 months, 162 days on the sidelines, missing 19 games. For an academy player, that can feel like forever. Many lose rhythm, confidence, even their place in the system. But Shea used that time differently. He rebuilt his body, focused on recovery, and came back sharper, stronger, more balanced than before. That's when coaches began saying he wasn't just talented anymore. He was resilient. That mix of discipline and flair is why United fans get excited when they hear his name, because that is what this club has always been about. So what actually makes him stand out? Shea Lacey makes football look simple. He is a left footer who loves starting on the right, coming inside and freezing defenders. 1 touch to set, 1 touch to create space, then a finish into the far corner. That is not luck, that is instinct. When you watch him, you can see a bit of Phil Foden in the way he glides through tight areas. Always balanced, always tidy. But he has a little of Rooney's personality too. That willingness to take responsibility in big moments. In under 21 games, he has not just been collecting goals and assists. He has been deciding games. Free kicks, threaded passes, strikes in important fixtures. That is why people around the academy call him a magician. Training clips tell the same story. 3 players around him, no room to turn, and somehow the ball stays under his spell. He rolls it, shields it, then slips away like nothing happened. That calm in busy areas is what separates him from other young wingers. He is dangerous from set pieces as well. One coach even joked that a free kick from 20 yards for Shea is almost a penalty. That is how good his left foot is. In a youth tournament, he nearly scored 4 free kicks in one match. You do not do that unless your technique is real. The smartest part of his game is how he changed after his injuries. He did not come back trying to dribble everyone. He started choosing when to attack, when to pull defenders in, when to release the ball. 2 passes, and suddenly United are through the lines. That is the kind of player who fits perfectly in Ruben Amorim's football. Wingers who can come inside, link, rotate, not just run wide and cross. But who does he remind you of more, Phil Foden or Wayne Rooney? Drop it in the comments. I want to see where people are on that. If he keeps developing at this rate, United might already have their next creative spark. Right now, he is not just back, he is rising. That EFL Trophy performance in November 2025 was a marker. He did not look like a player coming off injuries. He looked like someone who had leveled up, demanding the ball, finding pockets, playing like he belonged. Since then, he has looked sharper, faster in his decisions, more secure on the ball. The game seems slower for him now, which is what you want to see at this stage. United have noticed. He has been called in to train with the first team more often, sometimes as the only academy player in the session. You do not get that kind of access unless the manager wants a closer look. And it is not just United who rate him. During the October international break, he was invited to work with the senior England setup. For a teenager who has had to fight through stop-start seasons, that is a big sign of how highly people think of him. Then he followed that up with his England under-20 call. That is a clear progression. Club, then country. For a young player, that is massive. It tells him his patience was worth it. It tells everyone else he is now in the conversation. And if that is the level he is training at already, the next step feels very close. One thing we know about Ruben Amorim: he likes players who understand football, not just players who can run. People around the club say he has been speaking to Shea Lacey after sessions, giving him small tactical instructions, getting him used to senior standards. That usually means the manager sees a pathway for you. In this system, wide players are not just told to hug the line. They have to drift inside, link with the 10, create overloads. Shea Lacey already does that naturally. He likes those half spaces. He likes to receive on the half turn. He likes to unlock a low block with a quick pass. From a squad point of view, it also makes sense. There will be weeks with injuries, international absences, heavy schedules. A young player who can cover the right, play inside, or come off the bench and create something is very useful. With Noussair Mazraoui, Amad Diallo, and Brian Mbeumo all set to miss time at the Africa Cup of Nations, that versatility suddenly matters. Amorim's staff have looked at him both as a right-sided creator and as a floating number 10, depending on the shape. His defensive work rate and balance in duels make him a possible emergency option at right wing-back, but most inside Carrington believe his best spot is still further forward, drifting between the lines, where he can hurt teams with vision and composure. Either way, that African Cup of Nations window could open the door to his first senior minutes. And from a financial point of view, it is perfect. A homegrown attacker, technically excellent, valued more every season. In a time when United have to be smart with spending, promoting a player like Shea Lacey fits the bigger picture. Inside the club, there has already been talk of him getting minutes with the senior side. Not some pre-season cameo, but a real chance. That is how these things start. First you train, then you travel, then you make a late appearance. Then, if you take it, you stay. When that happens, it sends a message right through the academy. If you are good enough, you are old enough. That is what United is supposed to be. Every now and then, a player comes through who reminds you why this club is different. Not because he cost a fortune, because he grew up wanting it. That is Shea Lacey. If he stays fit, keeps learning under Ruben Amorim, and keeps that same brave way of playing, he can follow a path similar to the likes of Kobbie Mainoo, proving that patience and hard work in the academy still lead to the biggest stage. Not just an academy name, but a first-team name that fans can rally behind again. And that is why fans are invested. Because this is a Liverpool kid who chose Manchester United, who stuck it out through injuries, who is now on the edge of the senior squad. That is the kind of story supporters love. That is why people say he could change everything. So tell me in the comments, do you think Shea Lacey makes his United debut this season? Hit the like button if you are backing the academy. Subscribe if you want more deep dives on the next generation at United. Because from what we are seeing, Shea Lacey's story is only getting started.